everyone, my name is Milan and welcome back to my channel. The holiday season is upon us, which means it's time for the mad rush to get gifts to give to your loved ones. I used to hate giving gifts for the holidays because I felt like I was always scrambling at the last minute to find gifts and then hope they came in on time. The older and more organized I've gotten, I've realized that I actually really enjoy gift giving, especially when I can find really meaningful gifts to give to other people. So my holiday shopping this year was fueled by a lot of quarantine boredom. I spent a lot of time online shopping just to find things that I felt like my loved ones would really love and appreciate. I wanted to share some of my gift ideas with you guys in hopes that it can make the holiday season a little bit less stressful. I do want to say that this gift guide has a lot of items in it, and normally I'm a really big fan of experiential gifts, but I know that in 2020 things like travel or attending concerts and other events aren't necessarily viable just because we're still living through a global pandemic. So this gift guide does contain a lot more physical items than I normally would give to people. I do still think there's a lot of really fun and meaningful gifts in here, so I hope you'll stick around and watch. But with that, let's get on into it.
My first gift category is books, because I firmly believe when you're stuck at home in cold weather, there's really nothing better than cozying up with a good read. I have about 1 million book recommendations, but decided to share a few of my favorites that are a little less popular, just to preemptively minimize the chance of gifting something your recipient has already read. Starting with fiction, I have to recommend A Gentleman from Moscow and Rules of Civility by Amor Towles. Unfortunately, I do not have copies of my own, but they are two of the best books I've read in the past few years. Next up is Americana, which is fiction, but really dives into the experience of being Black in America, and thus I think it's a very appropriate 2020 read. For historical fiction, I really liked Pachinko, which follows several generations of a Korean family living under Japanese rule. Hotel on the Corner of Bitter and Sweet, which tells the story of a friendship during the forced relocation of Japanese to internment camps. And lastly, Homegoing, which follows the lives of Asante half-sisters whose stories take drastically different paths in the face of the slave trade. Now, if your gift recipient likes darker stories, I really enjoyed Everything I Never Told You, which is by the same author as Little Fires Everywhere, and in my opinion, just as good. Anything by Gillian Flynn. Gone Girl is her most popular book, but I also like Sharp Objects. And lastly, A Little Life, which is one of my favorite books of all time, but sadly, I don't have a copy of my own. If you're giving to someone who doesn't really jive with fiction, you can't go wrong with Michelle Obama's memoir. I also recently read the book Red Notice, which would be great for those with an interest in foreign affairs, and I also really enjoyed Hillbilly Elegy, which is more focused on domestic American politics and culture. In keeping with the stay-at-home theme, I think board games are also a really great gift this year. They're a fun way to pass the time, especially if you live with family or roommates you can play with. Some of my favorite games are Codenames, which is great for a group of 4 or more and one of my favorite party games. It also seems like you can't go wrong with Settlers of Catan, which is a fan favorite, but nobody really wants to buy it for themselves. My family really enjoys the game Ticket to Ride, which involves strategizing to build train routes. We have the North America version, but there's a lot of additions for different places if you're interested in that. And lastly, if you're no stranger to complicated games, I also have to recommend Eldritch Horror, which I played recently with a few of my friends and is definitely worth the time it takes to set up and learn if you're not too intimidated by complex gameplay. I also wanted to put puzzles under this category since I find they're a great option for people who are patient and have a lot of time to kill, especially in quarantine. Cavallini and Company has some really fun vintage puzzles, and I also love the theme book and travel puzzles you can get from Barnes & Noble. Keeping with the 2020 appropriate theme, I feel like face masks are also a really great gift this year. I know I don't love having to buy these myself, but we all need to wear them every day, so I would love to receive some quality or cute masks as a gift. Some of my favorite masks are from Reuse Masks LA, which sells a lot of great cotton masks in cute colors. I have a bunch of them. For the athletes in your life, I love Athleta's Made to Move masks. They have this wire over your mouth to keep them from collapsing in when you breathe, which is 10 out of 10. And then I've also gotten some cute masks on Etsy and at Anthropologie, so don't sleep on those either. This next section includes some more personalized and unique gifts that you can tailor to the person you're giving to. My first recommendation is gifts from a company called Well Told that does personalized drinkware, so anything from beer glasses to coffee mugs. You can get them customized with street maps, topography maps, and even star charts, which I think is so fun. I have gifted a lot of Well Told items, and I just want to give a shout out to my friend Kelly who got me onto this gift in the first place. She was my Secret Santa a couple years ago, got me a customized wine glass, and I have been gifting Well Told ever since. And just a pro tip, you can sometimes find Well Told items at local gift shops. I know we have one downtown that sells all kinds of glasses with maps from my hometown, so definitely look around if you want to shop local. For the jewelry lovers in your life, I have to recommend the company Golden. They make sustainable, personalized jewelry that I think is pretty affordable as far as jewelry goes. I definitely recommend ordering early since most pieces are made to order. I really love the necklace that I got myself a couple weeks ago, and my best friend also loves the pieces she has from Golden. If you're not sure what to get, an alternative is just buying a gift card so your gift recipient can pick out a piece they love. Next up for personalized gifts, I have to recommend a couple of sites, the first being Etsy. You've probably heard of Etsy before, but I just wanted to plug it because they have so many unique gifts and you can support small businesses while shopping online, which is something I definitely love for 2020. I also wanted to plug an artist I found on TikTok. Her store is called Art by Elaine and she sells tons of really beautiful location-based and outdoor-inspired items. I have seriously been obsessed since discovering her and will probably be placing an order for myself early next year since I don't think I'll be receiving any of these for Christmas. The last store I want to recommend is called Uncommon Goods. They have a ton of fun and unique items, and their shtick is basically that they just sell items you wouldn't find anywhere else, which I'd say is pretty true. My favorite part is they have their own gift guide, so you can shop by recipient, price, and occasion, and pretty much find something for everyone on your list.
I have ordered many a gift from Uncommon Goods throughout the years, this holiday season included, so it's definitely a go-to for me.
The last category I want to mention is gift cards. I know some people see gift cards as a cop-out gift, but I think they're perfect for the person you don't really know what to buy. And personally, I would so much rather receive a gift card than a random gift that I might not really like or use at the end of the day. I definitely recommend gift cards to local restaurants, coffee shops, and other small businesses. I'm a huge supporter of shopping local when possible, and I know now more than ever we need to support small businesses. Also, who doesn't want a free coffee, meal, or mini shopping spree?
Those are all the gift ideas I have, so I hope you got some inspiration from this video. Let me know down below what your favorite thing you're gifting this year is. I love to hear what people are giving others for the holiday season. Thank you so much for watching this video. I hope you're doing well and staying healthy, and most importantly, happy gift giving. Bye.